In the shadowed halls of the ancient monastery of St. Irenaeus, hidden among the misty peaks of a secluded mountain range, the monks lived a life of strict discipline and prayer. Yet, within these hallowed walls, sloth found its prey in Brother Arid, a young monk who grappled not with laziness of the body, but with a deep, spiritual lethargy. Brother Arid's days were filled with tasks, yet his heart remained untouched by the fervor of faith. As Proverbs 19:15 warns, slothfulness casteth into a deep sleep, and an idle soul shall suffer hunger. Arid's soul hungered for meaning, yet he did nothing to feed it, becoming a shell moving through the motions of monastic life. One chilly autumn evening, the abbot called Carl to his quarters. Books and ancient manuscripts surrounded the old monk, each a testament to the wisdom of ages past. Among them lay a peculiar scroll, its contents unknown to most but the abbot himself. This scroll, as Brother Carl soon learned, contained descriptions of an entity known only as the Weaver of Shadows, a spectral emptiness of those who harbored sloth in their hearts. The abbot shared with Arid a chilling passage from Ecclesiastes 10:18 through sloth, the roof sinks in, and through indolence the house leaks. He explained that sloth had created a void in Arid's spirit, a breach through which the Weaver could enter. Driven by a sudden urge to face his inner demons, Brother Arid secretly took the scroll to his cell that night. As he read aloud the forbidden incantations, the air grew thick, and shadows danced along the walls, twisting and coiling like smoke. The Weaver of Shadows, lured by Arid's spiritual void, began to manifest, its form a grotesque tapestry of darkness and despair. The monastery's bell tolled midnight, and the apparition spoke in a voice like the rustle of dead leaves. It promised Arid relief from his existential dread, and escape from the burdens of faith and duty, in exchange for his complete surrender to apathy. Terrified yet tempted, Arid found himself on the brink of an abyss. As the Weaver's dark tendrils crept closer, a sudden memory of a verse his mother had once spoken struck him. A verse from Galatians 6-9 KJV, and let us not be weary in well-doing, for in due season we shall reap, if we faint not. In this moment of clarity, Arid realized that the emptiness he felt was not the absence of faith, but the absence of effort in seeking it. With renewed vigor, he rebuked the Weaver, reciting prayers and scriptures with a passion he had never before felt. The shadows recoiled with each word of faith spoken with true conviction. As dawn broke, the last of the dark tendrils dissipated, and the Weaver vanished, leaving behind only the echo of its malice. The ordeal left Brother Arid transformed. He engaged in his monastic duties with zeal, not out of obligation but from a genuine desire to fill his soul with light and purpose. He understood now that sloth was more than neglect of physical tasks. It was the neglect of one's own spirit and the communal spirit of mankind. Brother Arid's tale spread throughout the monastery as a cautionary legend. It reminded the monks that the battle against sloth was not only against inactivity, but against the void that consumes the spirit. The loom of shadows was a reminder that even in a place dedicated to spiritual pursuits, vigilance was necessary to guard against